Farmer, there's a window showing up to us that says aspect ratio controls. Philly cheese. What do you mean? What do you mean? What's up with the login? Is there login issues again today? Farmer, there's a window showing. What's all this like stuff? What's all these like sketchy questions going on 10 seconds before the bell? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Oh my gosh. Might be a little choppier at the open. I'll do some test orders here. Ah, they do that on purpose. WHLR kind of pooped out. Let's get over to BMR. Oh, both of these are a little bit garbage. I gotta cut that. This reminds me of yesterday already. I tried to do the dip within the rip there. Obviously, it didn't work. We were just probably going to shake before we go higher. I just couldn't hold through that shake. Sure enough. See, that's just one of those examples where it's like 50-50 rules state to get out, but it was like one of those things where it's like, man, I bet you it's going to come back. And it did. I have to not forget that we're still kind of in that weird market. So I'm not just rushing into everything I see. I should have bought that dip though. That was a mistrade, no doubt. At least I got out of the red there. That's nice. Really? Why are these recommended videos popping up? we got our boy popping up here on YouTube. Okay. Things definitely choppy, which is to be expected on a slow day or slow market. WHLR really took a fat dump, as I guess we shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, you're in now. Okay, good, Philly. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I had no login issues this morning. So this is not surprising, but it's not what I want to see, obviously. But both of our gappers are failing currently. So what does that do to your what does that do to our confidence on the day? Goes way down. Now sometimes we get the wild card where this could just come alive out of nowhere. That could happen, but looking back, yeah, that probably should have taken that dip. Look at that down 583. I should have taken it. Very interesting on this one. Wow. I suppose this one here, 582 up to 613. Dang. Sorry. Dang. That's the kind of trade where, just one of those trades with big size, you're green. You're green and you're rolling. But this might have to be Hmm. It's kind of a bear flag here, which may or may not work. This is just like trading garbage. Oh, no. Yeah, they learned how to do front side and they learned how to trade back sides. They learned the whole thing, dude. And I can prove it. Okay, I took a little risk there because I thought maybe it would pay off. It did not. Took a little risk there. It might rip up here. It was just itching, I felt like, to go through here to 615. It still might. It looks like it's going to go there. Yeah. I tried. I'm going to size down. If I would have kept my position, I would have made money, and I kind of knew that. But it's just not that great of a stock. That's annoying. Back to green. Woo! So we're just kind of in a slower market. That's why I'm trying to stay patient, even though I'm frustrated that it's like I have $50. I don't think this is going to hold up here. I could be wrong, but and to think I had GME. Is GME really 50 likes, guys? Normally I would buy this up, but in this kind of a market, I'm not gonna get super aggressive. I mean, it's a maybe here, but yeah, sure enough. It's just the candles are just so whippy. Excuse me. Um, I'm trying to see if I can catch this dip here at some point. I think it might dip more. I don't know. Still just kind of in the defensive mode. Really? You see this price action here? This is not good price action. This is a great example. This is a live class lesson. Look at see how this candle is just deet, 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 deet. It's not clear price action. That's why I'm 42 bucks red. I'm not even willing to even put a whole lot of risk out on there, but it's just hard. Just fine. You bitch. Sorry. Nice. Caught a little bit, but look at that. Right into a flush. You see how brutal this market is? So trading farmer way after a big win, you size down. Dynamic share sizing. Key thing of the 50-50, key thing I taught. Key thing that all the other 50-50 traders that you see on YouTube also copied. So you guys need to copy that style too. Be dynamic with your share size. You got your 3, 1, 2, 3, right? This is not what is taught elsewhere beyond the people that I have crossed paths with. So we got a huge rejection here, ripped to 670, right back down. My gosh. Anybody get stuck in that flush? Am I in trouble? No, I'm not in trouble. I'm in good shape. How many struggle with finding the right stocks? 44%. Yes, that's pretty high percent. I think some of you guys. Yep, I got out too. Bull crap. Bull crap. It's a perfect dip there. Oh, life is good. What was I saying? A lot of you guys were not on the stream yesterday, but if you weren't, go back to yesterday's live stream. Go to the end. It's a little pep talk. Oh shoot. Too slow, they catch that micro pop. Too impatient to hold for the rebound here from 6 to 622. That's 20 cents a share. Like, why am I not on that like a dog on a cat? Jeez. That's good to cheese, Philly cheese. It's good to cheese, Philly cheese. Okay, so we'll give this another time to pull back. I felt like this flush was pretty easy to read, and if you are in Trading Farmer Plus and you've watched the Trading Farmer Plus class on flushes, it explains this totally. Or as best it can be explained. Oh, I've just become too arrogant. Is that what it's become, guys? It's just the success has gotten to my head. Have I turned into the guy I swore I never would have? Maybe. I don't think I have totally. I think there's PETA. Dude, I'm gonna have MMU, PETA, I'm gonna have Ross Cameron, I'm gonna have everybody after me pretty soon. I think I'm just gonna have to run for president. I think that's just gonna have to be the end of this. That's gonna have to be the end of this story. It's gonna end up with me in the White House. 2036. Hey, well, you borrow something from somebody, you give them credit. And that's my challenge to everybody at Warrior. Danny included. Because I've been doing my research. Farmer for President 2036. Let us go. Yeah, nice. I mean, you would think BMR is done, but look at that. Back way above VWAP now. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be unstable at this price. I'm assuming the risk is high. So I'm just being cautious in this area. I'm going to size down because it's a little extended, but I'm going to try to catch if it goes one more time, one more orgasmic push. That's a bad. I didn't want to wait to find out. I took a break-even trade there in at 633 out at 633. It might reverse here. It might pop. Looks like that would scare some shorts, I'm sure. I don't know if this one has the gumsha to the is that a word? Gumsha? Gumpture? Somebody type that word in. How do you spell that? I'd greatly appreciate that. As far as the sim paper traders in the community, if you guys are trading on sim, just make sure that eventually you let us know. There's no shame. In fact, it's actually very honorable to be in sim. So if you are in sim, just come clean. We'll love you still. Jonathan, is it a really bad term to use or a really great term to use? Because I love using that term. Orgasmic explosion in price. Look, I've stopped. I teach the way I teach. I explain day trading and I approach day trading the way I approach it, which is unique because I'm crazy. I'm like that. As I'm saying, this is a new thing, and so we have essentially what I'm calling out as copycat farmer traders. And it didn't have to be, but it turned into that when the strategy wasn't stolen until they decided to say I had nothing to do with it. Then it turned into a stolen. It was a freely given gift, but it became stolen when over the years it has turned into oh, where's that sticky note? Now screw the sticky note. I don't need no damn sticky note. This is America. Okay, we got a green bottoming tail here. Well, it's a hybrid between, what I've noticed is we got a little bit of the Ross style. So they were Ross's students. prior to meeting my channel. And what they did was they took the crux of 50/50 and they've also added in a little bit of what Ross has. You know, that's in the form of using DOS. That's in the form of getting even a little bit more aggressive on the breakouts than say I would, you know, for example. You know, so you got kind of a hybrid where it's like, you know, they're not only trading 50/50, that, you know, and that's why they, and for me too, surely some of the trades I've take are I'm thinking in my head, you know, Ricky Gutierrez, wait for confirmation. So in some ways, you know, we're all trading a hybrid of multiple people, all right? And that's true for the guys at MMU, but what is also true and what they're not saying at all is the hybrid they're trading is a Ross Cameron and a trading farmer mix at the end of the day. And they can't even give one little ounce to me, which I think is just even more of a sign of, I guess, guilt. In my opinion. Possible orgasm here. Possible orgasm here. Nah, I'm out. Oh, Holy Spirit. Oh. Oh, I told you about this possible. Ah, shit. I got to get out of there. I'm taking that loss. I kind of got, so my thought on that was to get the micro 1 minute dip here and then see if it just teleports through 647. It dropped on me. I should have cut it right away. What I did was I tried to let it bounce back up. And I just gave it that little extra second to say, hey, let's see if it just, you know, bounces back up. You know, it's an unfortunate loss in at 43 out at 37. You know, and here it is back up. Although you know, it's annoying that the ask pops and then it drops and then it comes. That's frustrating as well, right there. That's it. I'm gonna quit day trading. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. Freaking hell. We got kind of 50-50 scalping potential here, boys. Sellers are trying real hard. Ah, shoot. I thought it might snap there, so I took a trade. Ooh, oh. I'm taking things real dicey. I'm in trader rehab. I'm in trader timeout. 4 red days in a row. I broke it yesterday. I'm just trading more on the, I'm going back more to the roots of 50-50, right? Instead of taking my big share size at key levels of support and resistance or whatever, which works well. When you take that big size, you can put yourself up for some big losses. And that's exactly what I sustained in the last 4 days. So you know, I have a little bit of a drawdown, so I'm coming back to my original approach, which is these dips, which is in and out, which is market orders, and no BS. And Lord knows it. Amen. Is this one shortable? Ah, freaking nuts. Oop. I'm talking. I have such a potty mouth now. Like, what have I degraded to a degenerate scumbag? Is that where I've turned into? Very interesting. This price action. It's not totally like hard to understand. That's notable. I don't know what to say about that. Taking another loss there, back down to 1100 on the day. That's not good. Only 1100 bucks. I should be up $2,000. I could have easily been up $2,000 today. There's no doubt about it. I might just end up taking something like what I got now. See if it dips here. Come on, dip, boy. Volume's getting real light here. It's because we just don't know what's going on. Do. I suppose compared to Roland Wolf. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Roland Wolf. All right, take it easy, Blair. I think I'm gonna cut it real soon too. Giving back a little too much here, and this thing's dead, kind of. Clear drawing set. It's just getting a little too messy. Really? I thought we might go there. I took a big trade here, and that was probably stupid. Sure enough, it looks like it was. That see how that seller came in like that? See, why am I taking see this is a great example of what my problem is. Later, this is too late into the day and the too bearish of a pattern. I'm taking 8,000 shares. That's too much size. For it's just not proper risk management. If anything, I should have sized down. So now I just took another $250 loss. The pattern wasn't even that great. Could get a W here. This could be good. We're gonna give BMR a second. I'm a little bit or should I just take the 700? Or should I just take the 700? Because now I'm starting to lose this. I'm just gonna see if we get a W pattern here. It might flush out. Let's see. It's got to bounce up real quick with a lot of green on the tape. It didn't work. I don't like that. It's too light a volume. Should have already worked. Well, I had $1,400. I've cut it in half now. I'm tempted to do what I know I shouldn't do, which is to do the one Hail Mary. That was not what I wanted to see there. That is not what I wanted to see. It seems like this might just be going straight down. So I'm pulling my hands off the trigger here. I took some risk late in the day, a little bit miscalculated, and as a result, not good. Let's go to the high day scanner. DDC. Hold down on this is 556. $583 back up to 614. We could try to. I'm going to remove this. I'm not sure that's very accurate. This is kind of an ugly look. All down 556. It's pushing low of day. I'm not a huge fan of that dollar stock. Doesn't look that good. The kind of play I'm going to do now is going to be transitioning from 50-50 into shit. I'm going to hope I get out of this alive. There we go. Yes, Lord. Get me out of here. Took too long. I'm going to bail there. That gets me back to 1,000. I was hoping that would have ended better. Son of a. I normally do not cuss like this, so this is not a good look. I'm done for the day, just up 50. That's still good though. Green $50. Got a good practice in. That's a great day. I'm already kind of feel like trash taking these desperation trades below VWAP. Generally speaking, we don't really want to have a lot of interest on stocks that are below VWAP, which is this orange line generally. But since I've gone through so many slow markets and since I've gone through the ups and downs with the 50-50, I know the 50-50 approach doesn't work every single time. And so some of the newer 50-50 traders that we see, such as RT, they're still learning kind of how to transition to different styles of trading, which in this case is, for me, is the W's and holding and adding big positions, scaling out. So that's kind of the next level. You don't need to go there right away, but where this is not February anymore. February, we could hyper scalp 5 stocks at one time. That's how I was able to make $120,000 record month. And that was me not even trading as much as I could have. You could have traded all day. I bet you I could have made 200 grand if I really sat down. I said, you're going to trade all day. That doesn't mean you're going to be taking trades all day, but you're going to be waiting for opportunities all day. Of course, I don't have the interest or the time to do that. I mean, I have the time to do it, but my goal now is to try to live my life outside of the bid and the ask. DDC, I'm going to stay out of it. Not going to touch it. I think the pennies are over. I think that's just residual, and I think it's going to be choppy. I think you're just going to lose money. But by all means, go ahead. Because if you lose money, it makes me feel like I did the right thing. I don't get FOMO. Now, if you do trade DTC, you make a lot of money, then I have to deal with FOMO. That's all on me. And honestly, at this point, I'm kind of beyond the FOMO, right? I've been there and done it. I've been doing it for 2 years. So some of these newer traders coming in and they're getting so upset by, this trader posting this P&L and this trader doing this. And it's like, bro, you gotta learn to just not care. Care, but also not care. Like be active, be present, but kind of have an attitude of my life is my life. And this random guy on the internet who's posting this P&L that may or may not be real. I mean, how much time of the day can you spend thinking about that? And as we know, and as I know, you can spend a lot of time thinking about people, especially, people that have, in your eyes, done you incredibly wrong and continue to do so to this day. And so, but you got to let it go. That bid does not come up. Those bastards are holding it down. Wow. Then I put my order on the ask. Doesn't even break it. Comes into a flush. What a bunch of baloney. Baloney. I think I'm gonna watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy extended version. I'm gonna watch all of them today. That's why I gotta get done trading, because I gotta get rolling on that. I'm gonna pull out my projector. One of the first things I bought when I became successful, not because I'm a trust fund baby, not because it was handed to me, but because I took a risk and I took a chance and I showed up every day and I practiced. I'm just saying that because some people find it necessary to be jealous of success that I've worked for. And that's not healthy for you, and that doesn't feel good for me. So just knock it off. How about that? How about that? How about you spend less time roasting my life, roast your own life enough to get your butt up and working? Whatever that may be. That may be for you working a 9 to 5 that you love, or starting that lemonade stand business. I don't know what in the hell you guys are into. Some of you guys are into some weird kinky shit. Comparison is the thief of happiness. Yes. I do believe I have that quote written as in the class somewhere. Seems like there's a big boy holding it. I hope he continues to hold it. I don't know. It's just a little too much resistance going on here. But I'd like to hear the story time of your first withdrawal or drawdown. Of my first wire. That is such an interesting request. I don't know if I will. If I don't even know where to be. I don't even know what you're asking. Kind of. But the story is. I mean, this. A lot of people know the story, right? And I have a couple of videos. I got to make a new one addressing some things. But no profit taking withdrawal. My first withdrawal, I mean, I maybe withdrew very little, maybe 10, 5. I don't remember. My first withdrawal from my profits from day trading, I don't specifically remember at this point. That would have been 2021 beginning, right? Because I started October 2019. That is when I started to wake up every day and day trade. October 2019, I'll never forget it. Right? I had met that kid in college. I knew about Thinkorswim. I had Thinkorswim. The thing was, free commissions had just started that day. And that's why I try to explain to people that, as further proof of my claim that there was no 50-50, really. I'm sure maybe some guy in Russia in his closet was trading 50-50 on crypto. I'm sure there was maybe a 50-50. But as far as on YouTube, as far as a prominent guy who's showing tremendous success trading a hyper scalping technique, fully loaded with the basics of getting into trades quickly, getting out right away if they don't work, getting in on dips only, right? Taking a lot of trades, selling on the apex points, not adding market outs like that. That was totally different than, not totally different, but that was definitely different than what Humbled or Ross or what Ricky and maybe some people are coming close to if I never existed, probably a 50-50 version would have come to light on YouTube and someone would have streamed it live and somebody would have exposed the warrior community to it. But in this case, it's a little different. So volume's dying off here on BMR. Mike R's heading out. If Mike's leaving, then I'm leaving. Mike's leaving, then I'm leaving. Yeah. No, it's anything but the Wolf of Wall Street story. We watch Wolf of Wall Street, and the first time I watched, I was like, man, I wish I was Jordan Belfort. I wish I was as rich as him. But I think what that film does a great job of is, one, just being way over the top, but also is just showing the downfall and just showing, it's the same thing. It's like you start poor, you get rich. It's that period right there where you're just started to get richer than you're already rich. And that's when you're just happy, everything's going. And then as you just get used to the money, your wife just becomes, I shouldn't say that, but more money, more problems, as Uncle Tony used to say. More money, more problems. I said, all right, Uncle Tony. By the way, I just made that up totally. Like, there is no Uncle Tony, but I'm saying that. Uncle Tony through me is saying that. Actually, somebody said it earlier today, but where was I going? Oh, where's Eagle Eye? Is Eagle Eye here? He's kind of one of those guys where I yelled at a few times. I think it hurt his feelings. I don't see him today. Yeah. I'm sorry, Eagle Eye. I'm sure he'll be back. Dang, bro. There's money here, guys. There's money here. 6 to 610. That's 10 cents in seconds. That's $300 right there. I could have got. I don't know. But yeah. Process over profits every time. 50-50 over first candle to make a new high every time, in my opinion. You make the decision. Let not my opinion be the only dictating factor in your decision. I don't care. Don't trade 50-50. Do trade it. Don't. I don't care. But I would hope that as you guys, some of you guys rise to the top, some of you guys become, super successful. Some of you guys will even outshine the best of the 50-50 traders, right? Best of the best. Tim, Crispy, me, those guys. Some of you guys will outshine us. First generation 50-50 traders will be outshined. There's a kid in preschool right now with more IQ points than I do dollars in the bank. And he's going to rise up. He's going to be the freaking low flow antichrist, the low flow momentum community antichrist. Or is that me? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I appreciate all the support. Hopefully you guys made some money today. Hopefully you guys at least maybe didn't lose a whole lot and kept within your rules. Appreciate
Certainly the military stereotype is that the leader is the person that's going to bark orders at people and tell.
Come on, can we see this push? I don't understand why my energy just went from 1,000 to just like I feel right now I feel like I've been like awake for like 5 days or something. It's the strangest thing. Not like I had a bad breakfast or something, you know. I didn't eat any. I didn't eat any. I didn't guess I didn't eat a lot of protein. Maybe that's what it is. DDC. We'll see how this continues to play out. You know, sometimes these stocks like this, they eventually opening up. They eventually open up, but it's a long shot, right? It's done well so far. You know, could it go supernova? It's possible, and we get like a huge move up, but the halt levels are tight. So what would have to happen? We'd have to get halted up, and then from there resume higher and continue. It's brewing, it's brewing, it's brewing, it's brewing, it's brewing. There's a huge bid. Come on, this has to be it. If not now, when? KB, KB. All right, KB. Tell him talk to us nicely. All right, KB coming in clutch. So 51K. This is where it needs to get locked in. And if it's to go like Supernova, right here is the deal. It's struggling. Struggling to get halted up. It's struggling to get halted up. We need to get locked in. It's trying, it's trying. False halt. Huge bids at 50. Good old reliable KB, man. Oh my gosh, man. Freaking heck. So volatile that. Alright, cool. It looks good here, though. I like it. Looks good. Bro, really? Alright. Okay. Cool. I want to see the 1 minute candle eventually make the new high here. $51 is definitely a grinder. And that's why that halt up was so going to be so important, man. The halt up was going to be so important if we could have had it. Because that's where, for sure, the volatility would have been, you know. I think this is a good stock though. All overall this is a good stock. There's there's ways to make money on this. But I think I'm gonna shut it down. I don't know. I think I want to leave and just lock it in and just, come back some other time. I'm a little distracted here. But good to see KB still alive and well. It's good to see. One more dip to the road. Oh, maybe it's going. Kind of strange, but all right. The halt at 65. Will it get locked in here? Needs to get locked in 65. Uh-oh, not good. It might be failing miserably here. That was pretty big. That was steep. Are we holding? Or is this going to come down? Yeah, that wasn't a great entry. Can we bounce off this big bid? But I'm over trading. Let me get the heck out of here like I should have already been. Tomorrow again, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow again. Remember, we're going to spin the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel on Friday to determine the winner for the Miami trip. Right now, I'm feeling pretty crazy. I gotta go. Oh man, this is insane. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Check out those links down below, and I'll see you in the recap, and then again tomorrow. Okay, stay safe, stay green. Relentless Trader is out of here. I'm out of here. Gotta go. Gotta run.